Today on In the Wood Yard, we're making cedar bundles up at Ken's.
Yay.
Here we are, once again.
At the wood yard, we were supposed to be beaver trapping, but it was 5 degrees this morning. Everything's froze up tight. It's going to be 5 degrees tomorrow night.
And it should be 50 degrees today.
Yeah, it's getting old.
Everywhere else in the world is beautiful, but not here.
Not here. I live in hell. Well, I gotta say that. But we want to go beaver trapping open water. We don't have any open water. So
but right here he's got, this is all cedar. You bought a truckload of cedar, right? Semi-load?
Truckload of cedar. This was a miserable job because you guys saw how fast my splitter is. This was all split on that splitter last summer.
And you split it all nice and small. And this is basically your bundles you're selling for kindling, but people buy it and burn it for campfire wood.
Mostly what's happening right now, I got cleaned out yesterday. We were out trying to beaver trap yesterday and got home and wife said the cedar's gone.
Yeah.
Like, man, I thought I had enough to last till warm weather came, but what happens, people want to start a fire just like I do.
Yeah.
Because now it got cold again. So now you got to start a fire.
Yeah.
Then it warms up during the day, and you let the fire go out. Then you got to start another fire. So you go through a lot more kindling with this type of weather. So we can't really do much trapping. So we're going to do bundling the old-fashioned way. You're going to see it. Everybody's going to go, oh, you need a bundler. I don't need a bundler. I can do enough bundles in a couple hours to last me for 2 months.
Yeah.
I don't sell that much.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm selling bundles for a living.
But if somebody was to give you a bundler, you might use it.
Yeah, I would use it. Yes, I would.
So we're going to load up the truck. It's got the diesel, big bad diesel running behind us here to keep it warm because it's so cold. We're going to load that up and we're going to go make bundles today.
Right. You're going to see the old, slow way of bundling.
Or guys that want to just start out.
Right.
How to do it that, you don't need a lot of equipment and you could do it small until you make some money.
Hands, couple pieces of wood and some shrink wrap or stretch wrap, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Well, let's get chucking.
Okay, let's get chucking.
And the reason we're loading this and not bundling it right here is because it's cold out and you got a bundler and you got a warm garage.
7 degrees and we get back in the garage and I'll do it on the tailgate.
Right.
This is usually what I do at night when I have nothing to do.
Right.
But because we can't do much trapping right now, we're just filling in some dead space here.
Yep.
Plus the fact that I got cleaned out. My wife will keep the rack full if I have it available. Gotta make some bundles.
Man, this is like lifting tissue paper.
Yeah, this is a cedar. It was dry when I stacked it, but I needed to get it covered up for the winter. Then we had that hurricane force winds and half my covering got blown off while we were out in New Mexico. I get about, I'm not sure, I'm going to say 40 to 50 bundles out of a pickup load. So we'll probably do 2 loads today. And then I will not have to do any bundling for probably 2 to 3 months. Maybe. I never know. It kind of goes in streaks. And I probably wouldn't have sold what I did this weekend, but because it's winter again.
Still winter.
Yeah, never got warm yet. This is Up North Entertainment. Yeah.
The only bad thing is it's a lot of touching of wood.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain.
But it's kind of nice having money just keep coming in.
When I get home at the end of the day and there's 20 bucks in my little jar, it's like, all right, that was nice. I could buy a couple more gallons of diesel fuel for the truck. My wife calls it bread money, I call it beer money.
Same thing, liquid beer, liquid bread, regular bread.
I got the money yesterday, I didn't get any beer. She did buy 12 of them making sourdough bread. She's on a sourdough bread kick right now.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's
We get all this in there, you're gonna have about 100 pounds of wood.
100 pounds of wood.
There's nothing to it.
You can light it with a match.
That's what's nice
That's
about
what
it.
everybody wants.
Yeah, I can see where for
Easy to start a fire.
for specialty kind of wood, where you could have a bundle of this with 2 or 3 bundles of hardwood and it'd be a good package deal.
I had people buying this, and I think they were actually burning it in their fire pits.
Yeah, well, it smells great.
I had a guy stop last summer, backed up with his car, and he filled his whole back seat, he filled his trunk, and I heard the kid out, he said, "Dad, are we going to burn this all tonight?"
Wait.
Oh my gosh, that's an expensive fire.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people that watch the channel that say burning a boiler, they don't have a perception of what other people do with wood. Some people literally just buy wood to burn just for fun, and it's not at all for heat. That's why
Mostly,
the kind of wood doesn't matter.
that's mostly what your customers are.
Yeah,
They're burning money.
yeah. So when they get all hoity-toity about, oh, your wood is like toothpicks, oh, they're so small, or that's crappy wood. A lot of people don't care. They want wood that's going to burn. They don't care. And they'll buy anything. And if they like cedar, because the way it smells, that's what they're going to buy. And if it costs twice as much as other wood, they don't care. That's what they want.
And another thing too is my cost. I'm almost giving this away. I've had people told me, says, I can't even put my own wood for that cheap.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We got enough.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's very painful to cut this wood up this small.
Well, especially with your splitter.
And then stack all this.
Yeah.
I don't know how many rolls it is. I was very, very relieved when
When it
this
was
pile
done?
got done last summer.
Well, it's even better when it's gone.
We took one roll out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 more rolls here. This is turned into the garbage dump because I've been getting pallets all winter.
Yeah. So you got 5 rows. How much you got in each row?
Well, we'd have to measure it to tell you the truth.
Got to be at least
It's
a full.
it's almost 6 feet long. So let's see.
But 6 feet high.
We'll say 24 feet long.
6 times 24 is 150. You got a full cord easily in each row.
Oh yeah.
More than a full cord. Probably 4 face cords.
Yeah.
Because it's
yeah,
100. What
easy.
is it? 128
Easy.
full cord.
Well, there's easy. Well, 6 feet.
Well, it's 32 square feet for a face cord. So 32.
I need a pencil and a paper.
Well, it's 32 square feet for a face cord, and you
Yes.
got 150. So divide that in there. You have 3, 4. You got about 5 full cord face cords, five face cords.
Yeah.
So then you got 3 rows. So you still got a lot of
On
wood.
sales, I figure with the bundles, even as cheap as I'm selling it, I think I'm making. I thought it was 150. I'd have to sit down and figure it again. But I thought it was like $200 a face cord, but I don't think.
That's pretty good for cedar.
I think I'm charging I don't know. I am not even.
Yeah, you're right. Because if you're
I gotta
getting
sit down
$5,
with a paper.
if you're getting $5 a bundle and you get about 40
No,
bundles,
I'm not getting $5 a bundle.
5 for 2.
5 for 2.
Yeah.
They're small bundles.
So you're selling almost like at wholesale prices compared
Yes.
to retail.
Yes.
But you're the wholesaler, so it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's go make some bundles.
So here we are in the bundling
This is
facility.
the bonding facility.
Bundling facility. We're going to reveal a custom-made bundler. Been retrofitted. A lot of research and development done with this product, this machine. I'm going to go over here and get it. I'll be right back.
You got thousands of hours of R&D and engineering, and it's going to be amazing when you see it. Absolutely amazing. Wow.
Here
That's
we are. There it
it.
is, folks. So here's how it's done. It's not as fast as Tony's $700 machine or whatever it was. And some of them other $1,500 machines.
Yeah, and there's bundles you can spend thousands on.
The difference with this one is, and I don't, you know, if somebody wants to send me a bundle, I would obviously try it out, but a lot of times it's finding the right piece to finish. But because I sell these so cheap, I sell these bundles three for a bundle, 2 for $5. Everybody takes 2 bundles. I get 5s, 10s, and 20s.
Yeah.
So this one is done. Well, it's not done. I got a bundle. Here's the high-tech end of it. Whoops, broke it. Might have. You got to get a feel for the stretch.
Wow. That's quite the machine you got there.
There. One done. About 99 to go.
That is special.
So this is what I do at night. Turn the radio on.
Yeah.
Crack a cold one. And bundle.
Yeah. It's getting a little wobbly.
This is getting beat up. Yeah, Leroy retrofitted. I shrunk it down because I thought I was making my bundles too big.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how many cubic inches this is. I don't care.
Yeah, it's that big.
It's this big.
It's about that big by about that big.
Exactly. Somebody's going to ask how many cubic inches or foot. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. And do the customers ever tell you that I want 1 cubic feet versus 0.75?
Nope,
No, they just buy them.
Not for $2.50. They can stick it.
Yeah. So for those of you that are just starting out and you don't want to go spend, you know, say $700 on a bundle like the video we did with Tony's, or if you want to buy like there's a twister, I think there's a like a Eager Beaver one or something like that. There's several different models you can get, and you can spend $1,000, you can spend $2,000. I've seen them for over $3,000 for electric ones. But if you're just starting out and you don't have any business and you don't have any money, here you go. There's your high-tech version.
The Carlson cheap way.
And it's pretty quick, actually. A lot of manual labor, but it works. So there we go. That's 2 bundles. Look at that. He's making money now. It's like printing money.
Yeah.
This is like being the U.S. Mint here.
This is better than watching TV at night, especially if they play good music on the radio. So yeah, a good way to spend the evening.
I would say by the looks of it, just from what I've seen in bundles, you're for sure at 3/4 of a cubic foot, and you might be close to a cubic foot. I'm just going to measure it because people are going to want to know. So it's this big. Right here we go. Here's the big measurement. It is 10.5 by 9. 10.5 by 9. So you math wizards can figure that out. That's how many inches it is. 10.5 by 9. It's that big. It's big enough that people buy it, right?
Like I said, for $2.50, I don't care.
Yeah, and you sell lots of them.
Well, if I do 100 bundles, a lot of times that'll last for 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, it just goes in streaks.
Right.
Sometimes it'll sit out there nothing for 2 weeks, and then one weekend it's gone.
Right.
So.
Well, it depends on the weather, depends on the time of year. I would imagine camping season you're going to sell more of them.
Yeah, and right now it's because a lot of people around are heat with wood. They got a stove in their garage like I do, or
like you said, some people buy it not that they're having fires with it. They're buying it because it's kindling, good kindling.
That's the reason I have it. To me, this is just kindling. I would never burn this.
Because this piece right here, this weighs what? 3 ounces?
A couple ounces. Yeah.
There's just nothing to it. It burns really good, and it smells fantastic when it burns too.
It does smell good.
Yeah, it is.
Not so much now. I mean, when you're splitting it, it's like, oh, it smells good. Of course, it's only 5 degrees or 7 degrees outside right now.
So when you bought this truckload, was this one you earned or one you actually bought just because the guy had it, or
what?
This truckload of cedar when you bought it? I got it.
This came off a job. The company I work for, we would buy timber sales. And they had to cut this. It was in the way for a road they had to cut out or something across the swamp. And there was actually 2 loads. And they offered it to me cheap, like $70 a cord.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, do I want to buy two 2 truckloads, you know, that's like 25 face cords of.
That's a lot of cedar.
I was like, just bring me one.
Right.
And this is, I've been working on this load for like 3 years now. So a load will last a long time because I don't sell volume.
But the good thing about cedar is it lasts a long time.
It never rots.
It's like oak. It doesn't rot. It's good stuff.
It doesn't rot. So that's why I took the load.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got a guy down the road that's got another load he offered to me, but I'm like, God, I got to get through this one first.
Now Tony's going to be coming up here in like a week or so when we start beaver trapping. He's going to come and ride along with us. And Tony's going to pick up a pickup truck load full of cedar. Not this stuff. He wants to get some actual cedar. And I might even take a load home just for the kindling aspect of it, just to have some good kindling. Because it is excellent, excellent kindling. So there you go. Well, we're going to speed things up now. You're going to see a time lapse, and we're going to make this pile disappear over there into a pile. There's a pile of bundles. Look at that.
Here we are in the production facility.
And we did about 40 minutes, maybe half hour. I don't even know, something like that.
It's pretty low production, guys.
But you know,
don't want to do this.
But for starting out, we're just talking about, before we ended here, we're talking about, you know, for a guy that's just starting and you don't want to spend a lot of money, a couple pieces of wood in a box works.
Well, where I live in northern Wisconsin in the wintertime, you do anything for entertainment. This is entertainment value. You come out here, you put some tunes on. I got fire going in the furnace there. It's better than when it's 20 below outside. Normally that's when I do this, but it's getting near spring. It's too cold to set beaver traps, so we're gonna go do another load because
it's cold.
It's just cold out.
So we don't have a count yet. We're going to set these outside in his storage facility, which is outside the garage.
Yes, that's outside. Actually, it's not that cold out. It's too cold for us to open water beaver trap. It's probably 10, 15 degrees right now, but
it's supposed to get 0 tonight again.
It's going to be 0 again tonight. So any traps we set are going to freeze in.
All right. So we're just going to get this set outside, and we'll get a count for you right now.
Yep.
Okay, we had 43 bundles.
We just measured it, 43 bundles. I told Chris I said between 40 and 50 bundles, depending on how much we throw in the truck, if we had filled in all the corners. So we're just shy of a full face cord. It's 8 feet long and it's like 45 inches tall with a few holes. So if we had 3 or 4 more bundles, it's a face cord.
Yeah. So there you go.
What is that, 40?
Would have been about 45 or so, 46 bundles.
I'm just thinking how much that's going to be cash-wise. 40, just say it was 42. Divided by 42 makes 20.
21 times
5.
5.
A little over $100.
$110.
$110.
That's what he sells for. And up here, he's selling at wholesale prices. He's not selling retail prices because he just sets it out there. But
it's not much.
Some people can get $5 a bundle, but you're doing this, like you say, for some beer money.
That's about it.
So there you go. We're gonna go do another one.
Fun, just fun.
We're back here for the second load of exciting wood processing.
Yes, this is exciting. Watch paint dry.
Yeah, it is about like watching paint dry. Well, I had a guy make a comment on the channel a while back. He said that was about as exciting as watching paint dry. I said, are there channels that you can watch paint drying that you've been watching that you would know that? Because there probably is. Paint drying channel. I don't know, maybe I should start one. So when we left, we made a fire to warm it up in here, and now it's 4,000 degrees in here.
It's warm. Be all here in underwear.
Yeah, we just.
I got long johns underneath these. Oh man. Woo. The thermometer says it's only 80.
It's only 80 in his garage.
Over by the furnace is probably 100.
Yeah, it's so hot over
there. We're gonna
there.
have to open a door.
Yeah, it is hot. Well, here's the next load. We're gonna do another one.
So yeah, everybody's gonna ask, what kind of wrap do you use? How thick is it? Blah blah blah. I don't know. My secretary, what would you call her?
The office manager.
My office manager. I just say, give me some more rolls. So she goes on Amazon and orders rolls.
There it is.
So there's a roll. I don't know, comes in a box of like 12 or something. It's not that much. I can't remember, but I did the math on it. It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
It's pennies per bundle.
Yeah. I know some guys buy it off of Uline packaging.
That might be where it came from.
Well, could be. Anyway, there's lots of places. We're not going to hold your hand. If you need some,
I'm not here to promote anybody's product. I couldn't tell you, and I don't care.
Just get the handle, all right?
Yeah, it comes with the handle.
Oh, there you go.
You
Okay.
can wrap without the handle, but it's a lot harder.
Let's get this puppy done. So there it is. We made some wood. Now these, Kenny was telling me.
Yeah.
What brand are these?
These are Husqvarna. Husqvarna.
And why are they Husqvarna brand?
Well, I built this on my tailgate over in the original woodyard, not his woodyard, the original woodyard, way before he started. I built these several years ago when I started doing these bundles. And how am I going to do this? And I was working on it and thinking, I used to tie them with string, and that was a pain.
Yeah.
They'd fall apart. It sucked.
Yeah.
So I trimmed this up one day, and I had a board, I had a screw gun and a handful of screws, and I had a chainsaw. So this is chainsaw built, not the plywood on the inside. Leroy actually added that on later because I figured I was making too big a bundle. So yeah, this is Husqvarna brand.
So patented, probably.
I'm hoping Husky will send me some kind of patent or something.
Yeah, there you go. So that's how easy it is. For those of you that, you know, think you got to go spend a lot of money, equipment, you don't. This is all you need to start with, because until you have customers, you don't have a business. So start making bundles. We just did this pile here. This was probably more than the last one. 40 minutes or so we did the whole thing.
Also, I started because I had my knee replaced about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was going stir crazy because I couldn't do nothing. So I built a little stand and had out in my front yard. And I think he sold 2 bundles in about 3 months.
Yeah.
But after a while, started selling. And then they were selling at the gas station over here a block away. I'm kind of off the beaten path. Doesn't help me any either.
Yeah, there's no drive-by traffic.
I was talking to one of the guys working at the gas station, bought his firewood for his house for me. He'd go by here. And I told him, I'm going to get rid of that stand. He said, oh, no, don't do that. He says, when we run out at the gas station, he says, I send them to your house. I said, oh. So then it just kind of snowballed from there. Grew. So, I mean, a couple hundred bundles a year. I don't even know. I don't keep track. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a little side
money, yeah.
It's a little hobby deal.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra work, I think, for doing bundling. And I know there's guys that, you're going to make all the money in the world. What I like is I throw in a full cord into my trailer. It takes me about to do a full cord. I can have it in my trailer in maybe 20-25 minutes. I drive there.
It shouldn't take you that long.
Well, even if it does. I mean, I drive there. It takes 10 minutes to get to the house. I push a button and it's done. And I get $360.
Oh, you're talking about a full cord.
Yeah, full cord. Yeah, full cord, yeah.
Well,
but still,
according to me, firewood is 4 by 8 by 16. That's a cord.
I know. So anyway, there you go. We did some bundling. That's it for today, folks. Poke the buttons. Tomorrow we're going to be back in the wood area. We might be beaver trapping next time you see us.
I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll happen.
We got a pile of wood to split if we don't.
Yeah, we got all kinds of wood we can go cut if the weather.
It's supposed to be 0 tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be really cold.
It's almost April. It sucks.
So that's it for today, folks.
Good night, Irene.